video I will explain some more concept on linear equation. This probably the last video for that equation where I will describe some concept on linear equation, and also I will explain some of the standard quadratic equation of known figures. So let me start with the linear equation first. The property that I will discuss if the origin of a plane which is represented by x and y is moved to another point, then with respect to the new origin and the actual plane represent the same equation. Okay, so I mean to say, if there is a line given, let's say that line is denoted by ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where this x and y denotes the coordinate of any point on this line with respect to the origin 0 by 0 in the plane of y and x. Now, if that origin shifted to other points, let's say, then it will form another arbitrary coordinate system, that let's say x, y dash and x dash. So, with respect to this shifted origin, what would be the form of equation? This is the need of this concept. So, now before explaining this, let me show you one concept. If in case any point on the actual plane of xy be denoted by x and y, and the origin shifted to some other point, let's say h and k, and this coordinate is denoted by y dash and x dash, then with respect to the plane, this one, what is the coordinate of this point given xy. So if you draw this perpendicular and this is 0 by 0, you can understand that this part is your x and this part is your y, and the same with respect to this origin is x minus h, and this is y minus k, isn't it? So if this is x and y with respect to origin, and I assume this is capital X and capital Y with respect to this origin, then this point with respect to this is x and y can be converted into, actually what is x? This means from origin this is x, this part is only capital X, and this part only from this, if I draw up to this is capital Y, because I am just calculating with the basis of the shifted origin. Now this becomes 0 0, arbitrary 0 0 with respect to this coordinate system y dash and x dash. So this is x and y with respect to a. Then if I transfer it to that actual So x will become x minus h, because this is x minus h and this is also capital X, and this is y minus k, so that is also capital Y. Understood? So this way any point coordinate can be shifted with respect to the shifted origin. So this is the coordinate according to the shifted one, and if it is converted to the actual coordinate, it will be something like that. Okay, so on this concept will be applicable on anything. That means I am just asking that line, so point could be that xy could be any point on that line. Okay, if I can convert xy with respect to the shifted one, so any point on this will represent similar way. So that equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0 can be written in place of x and y. I could write this is the shifted one, it will be something like that: ax plus b capital Y plus c equal to 0, and if I convert into the actual one, it will be like that: x minus h plus b y minus k plus c is equal to 0 as per the actual xy coordinate plane. Okay, understood? So the same thing means when it is the shifted according to the shifted origin, it will be like that. Now I will put the value of x with respect to the actual coordinate, it will be shifted like that. Okay, now I will talk about some more figures which is very known to everybody. The first one is circle. Now the definition of circle is that if any point with respect to other point moves such a way that it would keep same distance from the fixed point, by means with which the moving point is maintaining some same distance always, then the path it is forming, the moving point, the path it is forming, it is the form of a circle. That means you can call it a circle. So that means 2 points, one is fixed, another is moving, is moving such a way that with the respect to the fixed point, the moving point maintaining equal distance always, then the path it is forming during movement is a circular path, and this distance is called the radius. Okay, so on that concept, if I say if it is xy plane and that origin is the fixed point, that means the center of the circle, and it is moving such way that it is making same distance from that origin, so it will also be a circle. So that means if I take this is radius, this is center 0 0, this is a point on the circle, let's say this is denoted by the coordinate system x and y. Now if I drop this would be a right angle triangle, and this part is x, this part is y. So if I take the formula of a right angle triangle, that means base square plus vertical square is equal to hypotenuse square. So this will give a form a equation where x and y having the power of 2. So that's why it is a quadratic equation. So circle is a quadratic equation. Why? Where this is the variable x and y both are there, and r is a constant. So this way you can bring the formula of a circle. Similarly, some other figures are there that may not be known, but this could be useful for your academic. One such is parabolic equation. This could be useful for any projectile motion explanation in physics or some other topics also, you can have it. So this is again x and y, where this is the shape of the parabol. So this is parabolic in nature. This curve is parabolic in nature, and this kind of where that open mouth is towards the positive x. So this is forming an equation 4ax, where this is also a quadratic equation of highest power of y is 2, where x is this one, and 4a is your diameter. You can say the diameter of that parabol is, where this distance is a, and this denotes the diameter of the parabol. Okay, so when this parabol is towards x-axis, this is like that. When it is open towards positive y-axis, this would be denoted by 4ay, and if it is on the negative side, it will be y square is equal to minus 4ax, and that when it is negative y-axis, it is x square equal to minus 4ay. So these are the four kind of parabolic you can find. After that, it is an elliptical figure. Elliptical figure is something like that. When it is a this kind of figure, you can see in case of atomic structure being described or explained. This is the path of an electron is moving around the neutron. So this could be one of the kind of elliptical, but this is the major axis, this is minor axis. I am just going very fast because this is itself a very big subject that I can explain later on when I will come with the specific subject of this figures on this topic. So I will explain there broadly, but just for the sake of understanding, these are some of the figures which has a definite equation. So this is denoted by 4 x square plus y x square by a square, y square by b square is equal to 1, where a is your major axis, half of the major axis, which the total is 2a, and this way this is b, this is a, this is minor axis, the length of the half of the minor axis. This is ellipse, and another equation which is hyperbola, which is just opposite in nature to this ellipse, where this axis is such that it is passing through the origin, and it is reaching towards the curve of this but never touch each other. It will be somewhat, if you go on increasing, this will be very nearer but never meet each other, and the same this way also. So these are two consecutive, where this is your major axis here, this is 2a, and this line, if it extended and it is dropped on the y-axis, it will give you 2b. This means this is b, this is a. Here the equation changes a bit, only just opposite to the elliptical equation. It will be x square by a square, y square by b square is equal to 1. Minus will come here instead of plus. In ellipse it will be minus, and the same way if it is opening towards the y-axis and axis like that, the things will change like that. Y square by a square minus x square by b square is equal to 1. In each case, a is equal to a more than b. In ellipticals also, you remember that in the equation of x square by a square plus b y square by b square is equal to 1. Here also a more than b. Means always the major axis is more than the minor axis. So this is the familiarization of few of the quadratic equation, where the maximum value of variable is 2. Apart from linear equation, these are the some acquaintance which could be taken up in my next videos, a series of videos whenever I will come on specific subject. So as of now, it is enough, I think, on the equation. If something interesting comes also, I will definitely explain you about that. So for now, it is you can say this is the end of the subject equation. I will bring more subjects on different standards accordingly, and I will try to cover all the concepts, all the properties of such subjects, so that in one go you can have all the basics cleared. Okay, thank you for now. Good night.